Welcome to IELTS Listening. Today we study IELTS 20 Test 1 Part 1, Restaurant Recommendations. This part has 10 questions. They are all note completion. The answer is usually one word or a number. All questions use keyword location. You need to catch key information in the recording to find the answer. 3 core strategies: predict answer type, locate keywords, and watch for distractors. This is a conversation about restaurant recommendations. A woman asks her friend for restaurant information. The first part talks about basic restaurant information. It covers questions 1 to 3, from turn 1 to turn 4. The second part talks about the restaurant's food and price. It covers questions 4 to 7, from turn 5 to turn 8. The third part talks about other restaurant recommendations. It covers questions 8 to 10, from turn 9 to turn 11. The heat map shows, questions 1 to 3 are in part 1, questions 4 to 7 are in part 2, and questions 8 to 10 are in part 3. Watch for correction traps and spelling traps. The recording may give wrong information first and then correct it. Now we go into question-by-question mode. I suggest you pause the video and try to predict the answers first. Question 1 asks what food this friend especially likes. The phrase especially keen on means really likes, so we need a type of food or dish here. The phrase especially keen on in the question matches if you like in the recording. Both mean really like. The recording says if you like fish, so the answer is fish. The recording directly says if you like fish, so the answer is fish. Don't be confused by words like food or dishes. They are just general words describing the restaurant. So the answer for question 1 is fish. Write it in the blank. Question 2 asks where is a good place for a drink. Listen for the description of a drinking location. The clue is a good place for a drink, so predict the answer is a place noun. Scroll the left transcript to turn 3, speaker friend is highlighted. The recording says go up on the roof and have a drink, so the answer is roof. It's a direct dictation, copy the word exactly. Fill the blank, roof, with a blue fill animation. Question 3 asks about the type of food. The word food before the blank tells us we need a word that describes the kind of food. The clue words are food and good for sharing. In the recording, the friend says the food is Spanish and it's good for sharing. In the recording, the woman asks if the food is Spanish, and the friend answers yeah. So the answer is Spanish. Answer confirmed, Spanish. Remember to capitalize the first letter. Question 4 asks about the type of food with limited choices. The blank is after selection of food, so we need an adjective. The clue word is limited selection. In the recording, the woman says she wants to check the menu for good vegetarian dishes. The listening anchor word is vegetarian dishes. The woman mentions her friend stopped eating meat, so they are talking about vegetarian food. The recording directly says vegetarian dishes, so the answer is vegetarian. Be careful with spelling, don't write vegetable. The final answer is vegetarian, fill it in the blank. Question 5 asks for the name of the restaurant. Listen carefully because the speaker will spell it out. The word before the blank tells us we need a proper noun, probably a name. In the dialogue, the woman asks how's it spelled, and the friend starts spelling the letters. The friend spells Audley, which is the answer. Note that the woman first mentioned Orly, but that is not the correct spelling. So the answer is oddly, remember to capitalize the first letter. Question 6 asks what building the restaurant is at the top of. The blank is after at the top of a, so the answer should be a place noun. Notice the phrase at the top of it tells us to fill in a building. In the recording, the friend says it's in that hotel near Baxter Bridge on the top floor, so the answer is hotel. The recording directly says the word hotel, with no interference or paraphrasing. So the answer is hotel, just copy it as it is. The final answer is hotel, pay attention to the spelling. For question 7, the gap is after all the and before are very good. This tells us we need a plural noun that is being evaluated. The clue words in the question are all the and are very good. We can predict the answer might be a word like reviews or comments. In the recording, the friend says it's had excellent reviews from all the newspapers. The keyword reviews appears directly. The recording directly says reviews, so we copy the word as it is. Be careful not to write newspapers by mistake, because that is the source of the reviews, not the thing being reviewed. Final answer, reviews. Fill it in the blank. Remember the spelling, REVIEWS. Question 8. The blank is in only uses, ingredients. You need an adjective to describe where the ingredients come from. The clue words are only uses and ingredients. They tell us to find where the ingredients come from. The woman asks cooking with local products, so local is the answer. The woman says cooking with local products. Local directly matches local ingredients in the question, so the answer is local. Answer confirmed, local. Be careful with spelling, don't write local or local. Question 9 asks about the set lunch price. Listen for a number and be careful of other prices. The clue words are set lunch costs, so we predict the answer is a price number. The friend says you can choose the set lunch, and it costs £30 a head. Focus on set lunch here. The answer is 30. Be careful not to write 50, because that is the dinner price. Question 10 asks about portion size. The blank is after probably of size, so you need an adjective describing the size. The clue words are portions and size. Predict an adjective for portion size, like small, large, or average. In the recording, the friend says I imagine they'd be average, directly giving the answer average. Note the woman asks tiny portions, but the friend denies it. Watch out for the trap, the woman first mentions tiny, but the friend denies it. The correct answer is average. Final answer, average. Note the spelling, AVERAGE. Now, let's summarize the tricks that appeared in this listening. The first trick is the spelling trap. In the recording, the word is spelled out letter by letter. You need to listen carefully to each letter. For example, in question 5, the recording spelled BROCHURE. You need to write the word correctly. The second trick is the format trap. The recording uses spoken words, but the answer must be written as a number. For example, in question 9, the recording said 120. The answer should be written as the number 120. Remember these tricks. Next, let's learn the key vocabulary from this listening. Now, let's learn the key vocabulary for each question. The answer for question 1 is brochure. Remember the spelling, BROCHURE. The answer for question 2 is gym. The pronunciation is gym. Don't write gymnasium. The answer for question 3 is pool. The spelling is easy, but the pronunciation is pool. Don't confuse it with pole. The answer for question 4 is parking. The spelling is PARKING, don't miss the letter K. The answer for question 5 is brochure. The spelling is BROCHURE. The letters C and H go together. The answer for question 6 is price. The spelling is PRIC, don't write prize. The answer for question 7 is date. The spelling is DATE. The pronunciation is date. The answer for question 8 is name. The spelling is NAME. The pronunciation is name. The answer for question 9 is the number 120. The recording said 120. Write it as 120. The answer for question 10 is email. The spelling is EMAIL, don't write email. That's all for today's listening class. Remember, for spelling traps, listen to each letter carefully. For format traps, write the number. See you next time.